This is not an Empire series thing, but it's gonna be similar. And this is the weekly special video. What if we went back to World War II, like /1938, and everything started over? Sorry, my friends are here and it's absolute chaos. And there's gonna be so much sound going on, so we're gonna start the video. And in this world, the Adolf Hitler doesn't become a politician and stays as he was as an Austrian artist. So Austria becomes famous with his painter Adolf Hitler. And then we're going to. So first, a war is gonna happen. Actually, the USSR is gonna be the first one doing something. So I'm gonna be coloring them in the color of red as the aggressor. The USSR. Sorry, it's gonna take a long time. And then this is the USSR at the time, United States of Soviet Russia, and they are going to be invading all the Baltic states. And at that time, East Prussia is still a state, so they're also gonna invade East Prussia.
Yeah.
Oh. Troops are flooding into Tallinn, and they take the whole main part, and they leave the islands, but they soon after take the islands, and then roll over Latvia. But they're having a hard time here. What's happening? There's a big war, same as World War II. This is World War II. And this is the beginning of World War II just now. And this is gonna serve as Kaliningrad for later. It's chaos. And then there's gonna be like an Axis kind of pact, like an anti-Soviet Union pact, but it's kind of like an Axis.
Yeah, let's do a fight. Why?
And it includes Germany, but not Italy. It's surprisingly, no one expected this, but Poland.
Then what?
That's crazy. And Hungary joins. And also Romania joins. They have terrible relationships with the USSR at that time. And Austria joins, even when they're like pretty far from the USSR and don't need to worry anything about them. And the Czechoslovakia is also gonna join. Or they get forced to join because they get invaded. And that's the pact, what it looks like. And some fighters at the USSR, they were still holding out in some forts in East Prussia, and that East Prussia was still like holding out, so they accidentally bomb a village in Poland, and then it's open fire. Poland fights back, and it's war is declared. East Prussia gets roll over. みんなこれさあっちに戻してさブランケットかけてくれる？お願い。いいよ。And then it's war. They take and at this time Germany didn't waste their troops on like France, Greece, and like Norway, so they still have a lot. Well, they have a lot, and the war is like a stalemate. The Soviet Union also does some pushing. They invade into Romania. They actually take the whole coast and most of the Romania. They take a big chunk out of Romania here. And they finally take the stalemate in Latvia, and they also first bomb Estonia, and the stalemate ends with not as much troops, so they get taken. There's one solid front here. and the war ends after Soviet Union just does some pushbacks into Romania. So the peace treaty is going to be looking like this. The Soviet Union still owning Estonia and parts of Latvia, and the alliance now unifies as a union/country. So now they're like a one individual country, but the Soviet Union gets allied at most of Romania. So they're looking something like. So the Soviet Union's pretty big now. This is what they look like. They're plumper Soviet Union. うん、それ相馬が書いたで。カリナに見せて。いいせやってって言ってるやんこれ。いいせこれ。やって。And the alliance is ちょっとカリナが言ってそこいいせやってるから。And the alliance is like this. Austria actually leaves the alliance because they see no point of being in the alliance. And that's the same for Hungary. But Romania still stays in the alliance, so they're weirdly disconnected. So it's kind of like a Kaliningrad situation where there's like a piece of land, but this is even worse because they have no access to the sea, so it's even worse. So this alliance kind of thing is looking like in Atmark, Germany during World War II. They invade Denmark in 3 hours. Even worse. And then the USSR is in this world, like USSR is kind of like the World War II Germany, and they're like pretty aggressive. And Germany, well, I'm just gonna be calling it the German Union. The German Union and the USSR has an agreement, finally a peaceful agreement. They agreed to split up Finland after they invaded all of it. So the peace treaty is gonna look something like the Russia taking that part, I mean the USSR, and Germany taking that. So it's not that even, but Russia has most of the power, so they get a lot of land, and German parts is small, but they have like a lot of major cities, like the capital, which I forgot the name of. So that's not bad. Russia still has like some cities here, like near Kaliningrad or in the foresty areas here, but not on the top. That's just barren wasteland. So it's looking. This is like the Finnish thing. Why they did that is like as a buffer zone, like a German-Russian buffer zone, to make them have a buffer in Finland. So Finland's acting as a buffer now. Well, they're gone. So Hungary also regrets their decision of leaving the Union because they're definitely gonna get invaded soon. Look at this. Even Russia wants to invade them. And it happens. And the new leader of Germany gets elected. Adolf Hitler. He doesn't like art anymore. He becomes a politician again. But he's not aggressive this time. He's a nice guy. And Russia takes a bit of Hungary, but the rest goes to the German Union. And now they finally get to connect with the Romanian enclave. And now Sweden and Norway and the lowlands and Austria is very scared. So they form first they were scared and they formed the anti-union for the USSR. Now everybody else is scared of them, so they're gotta form a union, which is gonna be the German anti-German union, which includes Belgium, France. The Netherlands are greedy and they don't wanna join. 何この匂い? In Italy. And Austria is scared for their life, so they also join.
The bed.
And at this time, Austria is ruled by Italy. They invade them at some time. So Albania is in the Union. And Austria also joins. So this is a union. Looking plumper and plumper. Lisa, can you put this also on there? And North Macedonia also joins because they don't want to be re-annexed by the Yugoslavia. And Yugoslavia and Bulgaria wants to be kind of they become communist and join the USSR. And now all of the big union/countries/empires meet in the middle of Yugoslavia, and they have an agreement with the Yugoslavian government, the Union government, the German government, and Stalin. So they all have an agreement to split up Yugoslavia. Everybody agrees to accept the Yugoslavian. Everybody in Yugoslavia, everybody's like, fuck that. We don't need to care about that. Yeah. So they go with the nice and old classic straight borders. The new union takes that land around the coast, connecting their land. It's pretty good for them. And Russia barely borders them, but they're being greedy recently, so they want a lot of land, like half of the whole land. Now they have like a long panhandle, a straight panhandle that looks terrible. And now they have just, it looks good, not bad. And Netherlands was in the process of joining this union, but Germany invaded them while they were in the process, and they didn't know they were in the process. So something terrible happens. Right when they invade them, they join the union, and now they're starting to invade. Now a war happens, and the Russia thinks it's the chance to take land out of Germany, so they also join and declare war to both of them. So Germany is in big trouble. First they take Switzerland somehow for a buffer zone, also Luxembourg. And Yugoslavia is feeling terrible. So I think the weakest in these three are this new union. Second is, I think they're tied about now in strength. And they also invade Austria. And they invade France, and oh, it's not looking good. Oh shit! This is what it looks like. Oh no. Why are we doing this? It's World War II France and Italy. Okay, there's the peace treaty. Russia takes the Finnish, only the Finnish spot, and some Latvian, and all of the rest of Latvia, and Finland's taken out of Germany. Not too bad, but in this team, they're in big trouble. So their new Yugoslavian coast is all taken by the Russian government, and the lowlands, Austria, Switzerland, and most of France is taken by the German recruits union, and the rest of them is World War II, Germany, and Italy, I guess. And now Greece joins the union. Now this union's getting popular because everybody feels bad for the union. Norway joins. Sweden joins. And it's a happy ending by everybody having world, not peace. And that will do it for this video. Okay? Bye. See you tomorrow.